What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. Hope everyone is doing very well. We are back for another morning transfer view. KG, the comedian, Mr. the Comedian, is filling in. You've got the 9 a.m. slot now, KG. How are you feeling being up this early?
Well, I'm telling you now, right now, Jeff, I can't believe it. End of the day, I'm just here to do my job. I'm here to talk about transfer news and here to talk about trying to be one of the best teams assembled, Jeff.
You know what the best thing is, yeah? I want to dispel some myths about KG straight out the gate this morning. Straight out the gate, yeah? That we were on time this morning and it was my fault. Hold my hands up. Hold my hands up.
Wow.
KG was fully on time, and like a big child, I went, I need toilet.
Well, you see, as you said that, I was like, watch me need to go toilet in the street. So it is what it is. Yeah, man, happy to get into it. I don't know what we're discussing today. Again, I was in boxing world. So this is me lifting my head above the parapet. Was it parapet? Is that correct?
I think it might be parapet. It might be parapet.
I think one of those. Well, I'm lifting my head in it, and I don't know what's going on in Man United world.
KG's here. He's here. Now, we were chatting before we went live. We were chatting about, KG said what we're going to talk about. And I told him some stuff, but I haven't told him everything because I'm waiting to get certain reactions on certain things as well. So we're going to be talking about takeovers. We're going to be talking about Rasmus Hojlund. We're going to be talking about something else that KG doesn't know about. We're going to be talking about Dean Henderson. He's a priority for Nottingham Forest. And possibly Rabiot, one person that we've been linked with. He possibly is going to be staying at Juventus as well. So plenty to get into. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. We've already got KG. 4 minutes in, over 700 people watching. Let's get straight to 500 likes.
Let's get straight. Hit the like button right now.
Yes, exactly. But first, we're going to start off with everyone's favorite topic, KG, which is takeover talk. Wow.
Wait, hold on. Let's drop it. Let's do it. Because you never know. You got to do it. But
today I feel Qatari.
Come on. We have to do it.
Keep putting out there into the universe. Now, it's being reported by The Guardian that Sheikh Jassim could be now ahead of Sir Jim Ratcliffe in the Manchester United takeover race following his fifth bid earlier this month. It claims both parties were in extended talks last week and are now awaiting a decision, with no one behind the scenes sure how the process will conclude. Each revised bid from both Sheikh Jassim and Sir Jim Ratcliffe improved in price and quality, but the Rain Group, the US banker overseeing the takeover, have apparently kept ramping up the stakes with the Glazers after around £6 billion. It's thought that both the current bids are close to that figure. Now, they haven't said whether they're actually 6 billion or not, but they are saying that apparently these latest bids are close to that. But I guess the key thing to take away from that, KG, is that this is kind of, I guess, more opinion maybe as opposed to facts. But I guess they're talking to their sources and they're making this opinion based on what they're hearing. And they're suggesting that Sheikh Jassim has just sneaked ahead of Sir Jim Ratcliffe in the takeover race. Now, with KG's tier 9 sources, would you agree with what he's saying there?
Well, I'm so happy you've come to me with this because I've known this for about a week. I said this last week, Thursday. I said, guys, it's clear who they're looking for. I think we all know what time it is. It's going Qatar. Yeah, I know that's crazy to say, but it makes all the sense in the world. They've done so much. There's been a lot of twerking from the Glazers, from the guys that are trying to sell something. They know what they're looking for, and there's only one team that can give that to them, and that's them. You've seen Chelsea's plan at the moment. Chelsea is selling everything to Saudi. Like whatever's not working, it's going Saudi at the moment. And why? Because they know they have the money. Now, there's no point negotiating with someone that it can't give you what you need at the point that you need, because it's all about getting out, an exit strategy. And when we saw the sit down with Mike Keegan, you could see clearly that these guys have the money and they're waiting for a certain bid. They're waiting for a certain amount. Now, I know that Sir Jim hasn't got the funds to give a new bid. They're probably waiting on a bid from him, thinking, can you do better? Can you get a new loan, or will you be willing to give us more money for the same percentage? And a lot of people, if I'm Sir Jim, I'm not doing that. The only way if we're going to switch it or change it is if I say I want a full sell, but he hasn't even got the money to do that. So when it comes to competing, you're competing with someone with deep pockets. And then we get into the other part of, with Qatar and stuff. And I know they don't want to lose this now. Now it's got into, this might be a kind of like a pride type situation where it's like, we don't look like losers. Like, you know, we don't look like we didn't have enough money, you know, so it might go into that phase. And I think these are good things for us. The only thing is, it's the speed. It's the speed of the acquisition that sucks for every Man United fan. But it's great to hear UK sources finally saying these things, because it's taken them a while to agree to this, even though it's been right under their noses the whole time.
Yeah, do you think that was the thing that I kind of took away from this? Was the most significant part of it is we've heard people say that so and so's leading the race or so and so's winning a million different times. We've seen and felt every different outcome of this. But I agree with you. When I looked at that, I said, domestic journalists saying that Qatar might win. That's a first. That feels significant. I also want to ask you, how's that Thursday looking?
Well, again, I didn't want to.
This is unacceptable.
Yeah. Now, you know what's so? Do you know what's so frustrating?
You're so shameless, by the way, because you gave it till like 11:59, and I saw you tweeting going Thursday with the fingers crossed emoji. I don't know, some stuff was coming out Friday, and you were going Thursday, still basically close.
Now, you know what? Yeah, imminent. Yeah, that word. Yeah, I hate us. This is the one. This club. Yeah. I hate how we draw things out, and there's no way anyone's going to take the fun away from when the Glazers are finally out. But like, it's one of those ones where we've known about this for time. It's like how we announce signings. We know about it. We know about it. It finally happens, and we're like, finally. Nobody is going to ruin the Glazers leaving for me. As soon as they announce it, it's party time. Again, you can have no, Prosecco, no Secco, whatever it takes, where bubbly has to spill, because this is a big moment for Man United. Man United will be able to, like, again, dine at the top table. At the moment, we're not even shopping at the moment. If we're right, yeah, we're not shopping. Do you know how mad that is? That it's like, there's things happening in the transfer market, and we're kind of sitting on our hands, and there's good players moving about. There's actually, like, this is a good market for picking up players, and we're not involved at the moment purely because of this thing. You know, it's insane. Yeah, but I hope that we get bought out soon. I hope.
Well, this is my worry of it too, is that I feel like every week, and I wouldn't even be shocked if we hear it this week when they go, this week we're going to hear a decision this week. You said that last week. You said that the week before, and I'm going to be honest, and I'm glad you're on here this morning, because I think we need some KG. You know, you jumped in yesterday because you said I need to bring some positivity to what's going on with these shows, and I feel you're going to balance me out quite well today, because I'm not feeling positive about this transfer window. I'm not. And it's not because of people coming in. Like, United can't sign everyone. I totally get that. And United, 90% of the players we get linked with, we were never in for in the first place. No problem. I look at Kim Min-jae and I go, there might have been sort of a little bit, as you would say, a light interest in a Kim Min-jae. But at the same time, you go, when you do take a step back, you go, doesn't really make actually a lot of sense why we would want to sign a Kim Min-jae. You know, we've got other priorities. Striker's the main priority. Goalkeeper, midfielder. We've already got 2 top quality centre backs. We've already got backups in Lindelof, maybe Shaw. Maguire's 5th choice. You know, I understand get rid of Maguire, bringing Kim Min-jae, but from his point of view, he'd be like, wow, I won the Serie A Defender of the Year last year. Why am I going to come to United and be a backup choice? That doesn't make a lot of sense. So that one, you can kind of go, well, maybe United weren't really interested in him. That's fine. But we do have to sign someone, and we do have to sort of make actual moves on someone. And as of right now, I mean, we're going to go through the transfer news throughout this show, but it doesn't feel like we're particularly close. And those people we're linked to end up going elsewhere.
Don't you? It's the goalkeeping issue. I think the goalkeeping issue, and again, obviously poor management, this, that, and the other, to say the least, of how Man United have been run for so long. But the goalkeeping issue has been a serious one, because I think there's had to be talks at the top level, and I don't know if it is Ten Hag or whoever. Maybe it's after the FA Cup final. He's made a decision from them, because the contract has been there. It's been ready, right? and someone's not allowing him to sign it. So now you say, well, who is that someone? And that's changed it again. When you talk about priority, well, that Kim Min Jae money is no longer here because we need a new goalkeeper, right? A new goalkeeper is gonna cost 45, probably like in upfront money, 30 million, and the rest in add-ons or less in the moment money later. So now that's what's kind of put us into the stumbling block. Also, Hendo wants to leave. You know, Henderson has never been like keen on Man United. I'm happy about that personally, you know, but Hendo wants out. So now you've got two quality goalkeepers trying to leave Man United. How are you going to fix that is the big issue. And I think that's our thing is striker, goalkeeper. Everything else comes after, Mason Mount in between. But I think those are the two priorities. And I don't even know which. Now you got to say goalkeeper is the top priority because there isn't one.
Yeah, I just feel like this whole takeover saga, I mean, it already has. And we were saying this weeks ago, weren't we, that the takeover saga is going to affect the transfer window. It's going to affect our summer transfer plans. And I really sympathize for Erik ten Hag because I know that we're a week in. We're only a week into this transfer window. It feels like a lifetime already. But you've seen him up close. You've spoken to him. KG, KG the reporter, KG the journalist. This is a guy that wants to get stuff done, and this is a guy that wants to act swiftly and act quickly, and he would have had his targets for months. And it's not to say that we're not going to get some of his targets, but there's just no way with all of the noise that's going on above him, he can't be frustrated.
I believe he's furious. I believe, it's like, imagine, you know, I can imagine him like, what would be a bad day for Ten Hag? You know how my personality is, but you got shit to do. Yeah. That's the last person you need around you. Yeah. But like, it's like, for fuck's, you know, when he goes into the room and like, hi.
You sitting there at his press conference desk. All right.
Bro, he just wants to work. This guy is you. This guy, this is the same person that cancelled his holiday, came straight to Manchester. There was a ceremony in Holland. He said, I'm not going. I've got work. Work has to be done. Remember, good is not good enough. That's his mantra in life. He's sitting there. He can't believe this. He's probably you know how we refresh Twitter all the time, and then he must have saw the real imminent thing and got gassed himself. Like he might be us. He could be us. Like, now it's time. No, it's not. Because I know he's just as much in the dark as probably we are. He's waiting to say, what does my summer look like? And I think if Ten Hag, well, knowing Ten Hag and the kind of guy he is, I bet you that he's actually planning for what he has right now, which is really sad. Sad. But he's not coming for the one bonus with a Ten Hag is he's not coming from a club that are traditionally known for spending a lot of money and signing crazy players. So he's used to doing this. He's probably expecting when he comes to Man United, it's going to be different from Ajax. And I will have a war kitty. But he knows this life. This is not far from what he knows, right?
Yeah.
So now what he has to do is, again, there's certain players who have to be pushed on. There's certain players now, and I know people say youngsters can't be ready, this, that, and the other, but this is the same guy that made De Ligt his captain at a young age. You know, he's brought in players, and you're thinking, what's he doing there? Early. So he's not afraid of these moments. Now, for Man United fans, it is ultimately frustrating. We're in the digital era where we get the stuff quick. We get information faster than ever. Now we're so like a part of signings. Now it's like it's pissing us off. But this is a business acquisition, bro. This is a 6 billion? 6 billion. It's not gonna happen fast, unfortunately. Like it's a whole business, bro. And they don't give a shit your deadline. We're selling a business, bro. And I know, unfortunately, this is our club and it's what we love and this, that, and the other. But in their eyes, bro, this is just the financial world and business stuff is happening. It's a shame. It's the thing that we love and cherish with all our hearts. But to them, they do not care. They're going to get the best money for it, and we have to sit tight. It sucks, but this is where we are.
You know what's crazy about United as well is the phrase "business as usual" is a negative. So when Erik asks, like, "Hey, what's going on with the takeover?" Because it's not clear, what's going on right now with the takeover, and Richard Darnold, John Murtough just goes, "Business as usual." He goes, "Fuck's sake." Business as usual. So things are normal. That's not good. That's not good. Normal ain't good around here. Business as usual. Look what happened last year. If that's business as usual, now ultimately last year we did get the players, but do you know how crazy that is? Business as usual. Shit.
We're shit at business.
Usual. We need our usual's not good. That's like that's like some guy that's always late to work, and then he goes, "Oh, so you're gonna come in tomorrow? What time are you gonna come in tomorrow? Same time as usual." That's late. That's not good.
And he always rocks up at like 11. What do you call it? 11:15, and the work starts at 9. Yeah. It's taking the piss. We are taking the piss. I think
you're late. He goes, "Well, I always come here at this time, so technically."
This is unacceptable.
No, but again, and I know with transfers and players.
The players? Where are the players?
Listen, do you know what they know? One thing they know about us, and this team is, if Man United go into the start of the season and nobody's here yet, there will be a riot. There will be.
Well, here's the one then. Tour, right? You're going to be there. Are you going to see any new signings on tour?
Absolutely not. It's going to be the same players. I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking, I'm going to be seeing the same players that I've been seeing for time. You might get a light Erasmus. You might get a Mount. But even Erasmus and a Mount, I ain't going to say like I'm overwhelmed. I just be whelmed. I don't even know if like... I don't even know how I'm gonna be. Like, I'll be like, you know what I mean? Like, I look like, but then again, but that might be going into a style of how we've been trying to get excited about certain players, where we get excited about these new signings and they fail to deliver. Let's not forget, like, we all got excited for Sancho. He failed to deliver. We've all been excited because there's a bigger conversation to have today, actually. In Man United, in terms of the business that we've done, there's only been one successful barring this season, one successful transfer. Do you know that, right? In the
go on.
We all know. Or Bruno.
That's true. Yes.
There's only been one Nobody has come here.
It's crazy that KG. Not if you ask some fans. That's what meant. Who
then?
I agree with you. I agree with you. But you know what's crazy is, like I said, some people be like, "Nah, Bruno ain't that."
Yeah, but do you know how mad that is? Like, as in, that's until Martinez. Martinez has changed that. Ericsson can say has Ericsson regressed or pushed on?
Casemiro.
This season, it's been different. But in the past seasons, Bruno's the only one here that's come here and his value's probably gone up. Everybody else, values plummeting. Bitcoin specialist. Lukaku, down. Sancho, down. Van de Beek, down. Who else we got? Maguire, down. Di Maria, down. Nobody has come here and thrived. That's insane. So you're talking about doing business. Morgan, down. All of these guys, bro. So we get excited. You're talking about wanting to welcome people through the doors. Well, we're just walking in duds through the doors. We're signing lemons. Like, over and over again. Like, Zlatan probably. Tellez. We couldn't wait for Tellez to get in. Down. Knocked us out.
I saw a clip yesterday of Ed Woodward doing an interview. It must have been from ages ago. And he went, I tell you what, when anyone sees a team sheet that's got Bastian Schweinsteiger on it, that will send a shiver down your spine. And I watched it and I went, yeah, for him. I can't believe I'm playing. I'm going to get injured. I mean, he's the word. Super chats. We've got a ton of super chats to get to. WJ Barrett says, before we start, pay Rashi the peas, all of it, because Marcus Rashford played very, very well last night, as did England. 7-0 KG. SK says, morning, fingers crossed for a Qatari holiday. Paul says, last night, Marcel saying Erik ten Hag will be better than Sir Alex Ferguson. Is he using a crystal ball or crystal meth? Lil Yo-Yo says, Ratcliffe new beard. I said we don't have the capacity. Do you have that button, KG?
Yeah, of course.
So we don't have the capacity.
It's the crying for me at the end.
Winter says, positive note, Rashi looked like Mbappe last night. Lots of people talking about Marcus Rashford's
He's quality, man. People didn't want him to get paid and stuff, but he's quality. We're lucky to have him.
WJ Barrett says, we need to come to terms that the window will be dead.
Nah, man, don't be like that.
I was waiting for the dead.
Don't be. Oh no, but I don't like it. I don't want to support that. Don't be like that. We're not gonna, guys. We are gonna be okay. We will be okay. Like this. Like I trust our manager. I trust his second year in management with this team. They're gonna know a bit more about him. We'll be more organized. We won't have to deal with the Thursdays. It's easier for us. Last time was doing the games was playing in a week. It was ridiculous. Europa League kicked our ass. Like that's consistent. Now we're playing less games. It will support us. I think we should I still say back and believe in this team. Like even with the players that we got, it's not going to stay the same, right? There will be changes. Even if there's like 3 or something players, we're talking changes in key positions. The goalkeeper, everyone said David De Gea is not good enough. A big percentage was like, nah, he'll be fine. But a lot of people said, you know what? That's the priority. Well, he's going. So that's sorted. Yeah. Now it's like a striker. We just need one or two. One or two, bro. We're good.
Well, we'll get to a striker in just a second. We're just continuing saying that it's all positive. V33 says, I'm questioning my mental health. Supporting Manchester United since 1994. And since Glazer MFers came in, I question myself every transfer season. Now 2023, Kim, Kane are gone. Why do I need this embarrassment? F Glazers. So the positivity being shared by V33. KG's hairstylist says, I feel it's a tough job.
That's my wife, to be honest. So that's not my wife in the chat. She does my bald head and my beard.
And the picture is you next to the smart car. Says, I feel this takeover will run into August / September. What else we got here? Vicky says, goalkeeper looks like a 37-year-old Tom Heaton for pre-season. Imagine. And Super Chat here says, hello from Korea, guys. Really wanted Kim Min-jae at United. Korean media reporting buying deal was 80% complete. When will we see our first deal? Wow, your guess is as good as mine or KG's, I think, with that one. But big up from Korea. The UV community is truly global.
I would love to sign another Korean player, man. And that was the one I was like, come on, man. My wife is crazy about Korean TV as well. Like she's serious.
Is she learning language?
Yeah, she's learning Korean. Yeah. What do you call it? Haseyo, kasabida. I've been learning.
Well, when you do that, did she just sort of give you that look again as if to?
No, because I've been watching, bro. I'm trying to be with her, bro. I'm trying to get like the honorifics in that, bro. I like Korean culture. It's all like, respect, and I like that stuff, man. Come on, man.
Let's move things along because we've got quite a bit to talk about this morning. This has come from the Telegraph, an update on Rasmus Hojlund, saying that Atalanta are thought to have slapped a price tag of at least £80 million on Rasmus Hojlund, which is considered excessive as things stand. Would you agree with that one, KG? Is that excessive? 80 million quid for Rasmus Hojlund?
It's fucking reckless. That's my favorite sound. I can't believe I don't have it, bro. I can't believe it. Like 80 million, is Atalanta. I don't know what's going on. It's like the league is broken. People are going crazy. This guy, I get he's good. I understand he's good, right? But Don't take the piss. Guys, he's a 40 million at least. What have you done in football? I don't think he's played up to 50 games. To say 40 million, yeah, I mean, to say 80 million, sorry, this is insane. You're now saying that how he is right now, he's better than Wayne Rooney. That's what we're saying right now. He's not. He's not. There's a lot of players that are not. And the problem is the market's got so crazy that rubbish, I ain't going to call him rubbish, but terrible players are going for maximum fees. Again, I still, and I'm not to bring it back to Mount, yeah, but even 50 million for Mount kind of pisses me off a little bit. Because I'm like, it can't be. It can't. I saw this. There's players in this world, yeah, and I know putting a ball in the back of the net is the hardest thing to do, right? And they're saying he can use both feet, this, that, and the other, but he's not 80 million worth. What does Man United need to do? Do we need to start talking to, I don't know, do we only talk to players with release clauses that we can actually trigger? Do we go that route? Because I know that's how City got Hojlund, right?
Yeah.
Was that they triggered the release? We need to start being in the release clause market because it's getting ridiculous out here. Or now, do you say, you know what? If they're going to say this, let's hit up Brighton and say, raw, that Ferguson kid, how much?
No, it's true. I mean, I saw you did a tweet the other day where it was talking about his price. Because remember, the initial price people were talking about was 40 million euros. Yeah. That's what it would start off with. And he was meant to be, we were going to sign Rasmus Hojlund in addition to getting another striker. We were going to get this big name striker that was going to be either Kane. Obviously, it's not going to happen. Osimhen, probably not going to happen. But we were going to get this big name striker plus Rasmus Hojlund because we thought, yeah, he's 20, scored 10 goals Serie A last season. You know what I mean? Yeah, back up. We can develop him. 80 million quid. And yeah, and like even one, he's not worth that. But United should never even consider doing that deal because even if we brought him in at say 65 million quid, he's not worth that. Like he's not. Yeah. And we'd be having this discussion. You know for a fact we'd be having this discussion next season when at different points he might be struggling because he's 20, playing in the Premier League for Man United, go a bit through a dry spell and people would be going, look at him, 65, 70, 80 million. He's not good enough, rah, rah, rah. And that's not his fault. Like that is not his fault. And United, in that case, you should walk away. They should walk away.
The price tag hurts players because even that was Pogba's. I couldn't believe it. Pogba said, the fee, the name, his title was obviously Pogba. Was it 80-something million or something? And that's all people
record, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he said that title, like they couldn't watch me play properly because my fee was before anything I did. Well, if he's an 80-something million player, I need to see 8 assists and thing in one game. I remember seeing something stupid like that. And I feel like the higher the price tag, the crazier the expectation. You need the player that you bring in, and it's like there's not that heaviness already because it's already hard to play for Man United. We just need to be better at scouting and going to find that young kid that's going to play up front. Unfortunately, what happened with Mason ruined that. You know, if he was on a straight and narrow, he would be playing up front and it wouldn't really be an issue. But that's no longer there. You know, so now Man United, we either just have to we just have to be creative. But then again, when you talk about management and who's doing things, it's poor. Like even that Goncalo Ramos player, I'm not that excited. I'm not like that excited about him.
He's got a better record than Hojlund, though. I mean, last season in Portugal, I think he scored 20 plus goals. You know, I think people's concern is, rightfully so.
How much you pay for Ramos?
I think I'm not sure the price. I mean, some people, I think there were reports that PSG were in talks for him for like 50 million euros or something like that.
And that's the piss take because as soon as Man United say PSG, I think Liverpool have a price, PSG have a price. As soon as Man United enter the chat, bro, the price goes up. Like, wait, who's doing this? It's like there's the Man United price and there's everybody else. It's disgusting because I know if we tried to buy him because 50 million, I don't mind that. That's actually quite nice. Actually, I would take a punt at 50 million. But I thought he was getting for something like 75. I'm tired of that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is we don't know because again, by all accounts, it's like as you mentioned, I wouldn't be shocked if tomorrow PSG went, yeah, we've signed or agreed something for Gonzalo Ramos. It's like 60 million euros. You'd be like, excuse me, like why are we being quoted 80 million quid for Rasmus Hojlund then? Like, what are we doing? And again, this is my worry at a time which we don't have money anyway. It's just. I brought you down, KG. I've brought you down.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Honestly, I believe in this team, but you can't bring me down. I really like. It's mad. Don't get twisted. If this was the Oli era, I'll be terrified. If this is the Oli era and everyone else is strengthening, I'll be like, we're finished. I have a manager that actually makes his players better. I know on preseason, the training that they were doing, I saw what he was planning out in Australia. Like it showed on the pitch. Remember, we were terrible. We can never forget this. We didn't know how to pass. Yes, we're doing it now. We're like, no, we shouldn't be excited about passing. Bro, we couldn't pass. Like we couldn't look after the ball, losing the ball in tight positions. He was working on that as soon as we got here. They're playing these tight games. A lot of players on the ball. I've seen again. The players having Shaw got better this season. Wan-Bissaka got better this season. Martinez will be better next season. Delo will improve next season. We're talking about Anthony will be better next season. We just again the focal point is key. Like try and believe in this team, believe in this manager. Like we can't lose. Like
no, I agree with that, but you can't rely on that to not do business. You know what I mean? You can't rely on it to be like, no, well, it doesn't matter if we don't get these players or these targets because we've got Erik ten Hag. Exactly. You know what I mean? Let's get these super chats, and I want to get to the next topic because I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on it. SK says, are we regarded as that big of a mug in transfers? Rasmus Hojlund has not even started for Atalanta less than 30 games. He's a prospect of... he's a prospect, 80 million. Cameron says 80 million, rubbish. I mean, what is even that? I don't even know if that button's on there anymore, actually.
I don't even think it is, to be honest. Rubbish. I mean, what was even that?
Sashiv says KG to Man United for a free. Here we go.
Oh, that would be terrible.
KG's more expensive than a free, definitely.
This is unacceptable.
Winter says, KG, I love you, but Erik ten Hag needs more. Saying he will be okay is like backing The Rock against Hasbulla, but Hasbulla has a lightsaber. Love the faith, though. I tell you what, that analogy got wild towards the end, didn't it? Amanor says, Asna are signing Rice. Niash FC are doing better.
Niash. Niash FC.
Ahmad says, we paid more for Sancho than what City paid for Haaland.
Someone said 2 pence in add-ons. Nah, for KG. Nah.
Come on. Just ask his agent, yeah? High prices.
Nah. 2 pence in add-ons.
In add-ons. And Denzel is the latest member of the UB Members Club. Welcome to them. You can join the Members Club. Links in the video description. Also, comment in the live chat as well. KG. Now, hello. You do not know about this next story because I asked you about it this morning and you were like, I don't know what we're talking about. And then you asked me to tell you and I said, save it. So it legitimately is the first time KG is hearing this news. Right. Last night, about 11:15, we logged on to Ornhub. Okay. He dropped an exclusive siren. So you know it's big. Now, it doesn't really pertain to Manchester United too much, but it did in the past because, according to David Ornstein, this was an exclusive. Arsenal are working on a deal to sign Ajax defender Jurrien Timber. Arsenal have made an open offer worth £30 million. Ajax want £50 million, but optimism, a compromise will be reached. Personal terms with the Netherlands International is thought to be in place. What are your thoughts on that? And what do you think Erik will say?
It's a good signing. But I've got the footage of him coming to watch us play the FA Cup, so we know who he supports, innit? We saw him coming to watch us at the FA Cup final, so I'll always use that. It's a good signing for Arsenal because they're looking for someone that means they must not be getting Casado because they're looking for someone that can play a few different positions, right? So the fact that he can operate as a right back as well, it kind of works. You know what? Had we not got Martinez, because when we look back at this, it was a choice between Martinez and Timber. Martinez every day of the week, literally. Like, that's it for me. Like, so I'm happy with the one that we got. At first, I was really wanting Yuri and Timber. I thought this will be the guy, but he turned us down. But in the end, like, and he just, because again, LVG threatened him, said, look, you ain't going to play. But we won. In the end of that player almost became our player of the season. Infectious. We needed him. I think he even went backwards at Ajax, where Ajax was, when you talk to the We Talk Ajax guys, they were like, maybe it was Martinez the whole time. Now, him fitting into that Arsenal squad, he'll probably work out because, again, it's a young team. Add him, he's a quality player. He's really good. Like, I can't even pretend that he's not. He's a really good player. I'm chilling, man. I can't let Arsenal give me a headache, fam. Nah, if he said, I thought he was gonna say to me, like, they signed someone that I really wanted now. And I would have been sad. Like, if they said Arsenal, strong links to Osherman. Say, wait, what? How?
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. Yeah, even the Rice one, because I'd still be disappointed if Rice goes to Arsenal. Because I would love to be involved in the chat. I'd love to be involved, honestly. Because I feel that is the piece that we're missing in our midfield. Casemiro, Declan Rice, Bruno Fernandes. Let's go. Striker, whoever that is in world football. I'm ready.
Do you not think there's do you not think there's any chance that Ten Hag sees those kind of reports and goes, really wanted to be involved for Yuri and Timber?
Nah, because we had the height issue as well. Think about it. Now we couldn't sign him. It would be stupid. Where's he going to play? Is he going to play a centre back next to Martinez?
What do you think? They're too small? You think they're too small?
Yeah, of course he is. It wouldn't work for us. Like, you can have one, but having both of them, you got one that's 6 foot, and then the thing is just, we'll get bombarded. We need to, like, I'm cool. Like, with the situation that we have Martinez. And we're not going to use him as a right back because we got Delo and Wan-Bissaka unless there's no real plan in that position. Now, when Wan-Bissaka was looking a bit dead and shaky, I would thought bringing in Timber and having him back up as well, like pushing him over as a centre back to help us out in a kind of utility way, that would have worked. But we're not in that. We don't actually have that issue anymore. Lindelof is solid enough. Lindelof is of a good caliber that he can hold us down as a centre back for Man United. The right hand side has got Wambi and Delo fighting for it. We're good. We're good. I even like the fact that the left back issue is something I'm like, you never know. Maybe you say, sure, we might bring you to the centre back position and we need to find another left back to compete with Malacia. But we still got that young kid that's that one player of the season.
Yeah, I think it was one of those ones, when it came up last night. And it sort of hurts because you do know that at one point we were interested, because we were last season. I mean, he was Ten Hag's first target, wasn't he? He was the first person that I can recall we were linked to. Maybe him and Frankie de Jong. They were the first two people we were linked to last year. And you're right. You can't forget he did turn us down because he got a phone call from LVG, didn't he? Saying, mate,
he bottled it.
Go to United. Don't really think I'm going to pick you for the World Cup. And then Thuram Malacia went to United, picked him for the World Cup. So there wasn't any issues with that. And by all accounts, look, Ajax didn't have a good season either. I don't think, according to the We Talk Ajax guys, Yuri and Timber didn't have the best season in addition to that. So it's one of those ones where, like I was saying earlier on, when you talk about the Kim Min-jae situation, you go, in terms of priorities, we're not really, I guess, looking for a centre-back. So it's not a massive blow. But I do think if you'd have given Erik ten Hag the option to sign Yuri and Timber this summer, he'd have said, yeah. He'd have gone, yeah, I'll sign him.
Yeah. What, this summer, you reckon?
Yeah.
No, I honestly don't.
You don't think so? You don't think so? If he said, so you don't think there's any chance then Erik ten Hag picks up the phone and goes, wait a minute, Arsenal putting in a bid for Yuri and Timber. Pick up the phone. I'll sign him.
They're saying we have a sound. We don't have a sound issue.
We don't have this issue. No.
Okay, cool. No, I honestly, I don't think so, because I think he's looked at his He's looked at his centre backs again. He wants someone colossal in there, and that's why the Kim Min Jae thing made sense, because you're asking for someone colossal, but you give us someone to kind of be a backup but fight his way into the team, right? Like I don't think you're getting that with, like, in terms of how we're designed now, because you see in the Premier League, and there's times where we're outgunned. Especially, I remember that game against Newcastle where we literally had like set piece, like how to stop these guys, and we're still kind of small. You know, we're still kind of small dealing with what they were throwing at us. We're gonna get more of those games. The Premier League is, you have to deal with them aerial threats all the time. So we have to get that thing right. And I think we can't afford to, like, Martinez is okay, but doing that across the back four with two small centre backs, no way. You know, Shaw's not the tallest. You know what I mean? Nah, man. You want to have some. Yeah, nah, I'm cool with that. If we can, I don't know, man. If the main thing for me right now is a goalkeeper, honestly, we need the right goalkeeper. That's what, dude. That's what someone that, again, and then we got the right goalkeeper that can kick out well, and then we can play out from the back, but play a high line a bit quick. Yeah, let's go. But again, the way he used to play,
the goalkeeper's bigger than a striker. The goalkeeper's bigger than a striker.
It's mad because,
okay,
well, yeah, we ain't got a goalkeeper. We actually don't have a bro.
We don't have a striker either.
No,
we don't have a striker.
No, but we don't have a goalkeeper at all.
We don't have a striker. We don't have a striker at all,
bro. Right now, do you know who our goalkeeper is? If we just count it from thingy, Butland.
Yeah, there's not. Butland's at Rangers.
Who's our goalkeeper? Who's the one that we just, no, not Butland. Who's the other guy?
Tom Heaton.
That we kept on the books.
Tom Heaton.
Heaton, Tomo. That's it. Bro, Tom Heaton is our goalkeeper.
But in terms of we'll get a goalkeeper. We ain't got a striker, KG. We ain't got a striker.
But we don't, bro.
Striker is more important. Okay, you can talk about, oh yeah, Heaton's gonna be playing in goal. At least we've got one. Anthony Martial didn't play 90 minutes.
Are you telling me you want to start the season with Heaton and goal for Man United?
Telling me you want to start the season with Anthony Martial as the striker, because at least Heaton's gonna play.
Again, I'll say to you again. Are you telling me you want Heaton to be our goalkeeper for Man United Football Club? Bro, that is a priority. I can't even explain how much of that has to change. Bro, our goalkeepers are unrecognizable, bro. This is serious. Henderson, we haven't even spoken about that. Henderson wants out, and I want him out as well. And then one guy, he's got a couple days to sign his contract that he's not getting. It's like a mythological contract, bro. He can't see it, bro. This is serious. Like this part here, we still got time to fix the striker. We need a goalkeeper, and that's one of the hardest positions in football to sort out, because that's the one that
KG. There's a goalkeeper market this summer. There's David Raya. There's Diakos. There's also Andre Onana. What's his name? Onana. There's three right there. We can get them. The priority is a striker, because who's it going to be?
There you go. And let's quickly get into this, because you said those names. Here we go. I'm going to quickly break this down for you. Chelsea are hunting a new goalkeeper because they just sold their last one. He's on his way to Saudi. So Chelsea in the market for Onana. Then we got, hold on.
Apparently not. Apparently not going to be the ones that get him.
Raya's in the market. Well, Spurs in the market for Raya, right?
Did you hear what David Raya said about Spurs?
What did he say?
I want to go somewhere where they win trophies.
This is unacceptable.
What did he say?
He said, I want to go somewhere where they win trophies.
They broke me, blood. I'm broken, fam.
Ah, no, he didn't. Did. Wait. No. He said, I don't want to go Spurs. That's blink if you're in trouble in football language. He said, what? That's out of order. That's very disrespectful. He knows what he's doing.
They broke me, blood. I'm broken, fam.
I never expected it.
Oh no!
Speaking of the goalkeeper situation as well, because it's just tied into it quite well. Is
or else you'll be in danger.
Let's just tie into it. The Athletic are reporting that Nottingham Forest have made signing Dean Henderson a priority this summer. The club's hierarchy are prepared to finance a deal to sign him permanently. However, it has been reported that Manchester United are not making any goalkeeping decisions until the whole David De Gea situation is sorted. As of right now, the expectation is that he might leave, but who knows? He's got 10 days left on his contract. The question is, KG, okay, one, how much you sell Dean Henderson for? And I guess, how do you resolve the goalkeeper situation at United? What's the resolution there?
It's not Tomo. We have to get rid of Dean Henderson. I've never seen a player be so anxious or so wanting to leave Man United in my life. Like literally, this is new for me. Like even now, De Gea's going. He hasn't even dropped that. Well, you know, I look at things. Like the space is there for you. You know what I mean? I don't want you to have it, but it's there, you know, and he's adamant never to play for this club. You know, I don't know how it must have got really bad with Ollie for him to feel this way. And then probably members of the board made him feel a certain way as well, like, because it's incredible. You know, he actually does not want to be seen by our manager, doesn't want to play a single game, doesn't want to go on tour. Like, wow, you know, but then I'm cool with that. I'm not in the habit of begging players to play for this wonderful club. So like, again, I'll take, if they offer 25 million, I'll drive him there myself. You know, like if they need someone.
We ain't getting 25 million now, KG.
How
Dean
much?
Henderson.
25. You don't think 25 million in add-ons?
Not in add-ons. But this goes back to the point, isn't it? If Atalanta can charge us 80 million for Rasmus Hojlund, why can't we charge Forest 25 for Dean Henderson?
Exactly, because I know he's played over 50 games. I know he's played a lot more Premier League. This guy's had Premier League starts. This guy's done well. Apparently, he's a really good keeper. So why, again, apparently, yeah. Yes, apparently. Yes, apparently, because I don't know yet. I need to see. I need to see. I'm yet to see again. His team were fighting relegation. They told me he was fantastic. I'm waiting. Again, we'll know next season if he's the man. But like,
you said him playing a goal was like, I don't know, like he'd done a crime allegedly.
Yeah.
We have to say allegedly for libelous purposes.
Alleged good keeper, man. Nah, man, I don't. Again, but that's sometimes that, and that's some of my agenda. I just didn't like him sitting with his legs crossed on TalkSport, making it sound like he was just great, and they peppered him. His goal, he pulled the ball out the net so many times, bro. It was lucky dip settings. The guy, nah, how dare he talk like that? The way he sounded as if he was like just a legendary goalkeeper. Like, Schmeichel, sit down. You know, Van der Sar, sit down. Czech, sit down. It's my time now. That's what he was giving. I hated it, bro. And from that moment, I decided you're on the list. Like Jericho.
Yes, I don't have that button. But I do have the Jim Ross. I got that.
You son of a bitch. Did you got that video that I sent to you about the little kid that's in the shop? Have you seen it before?
It's
what
good,
you gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Gio's quite crazy.
Better than Dean Henderson. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, I'm glad you cleared that up. Some people would have been, KG. Let's get to these super chats, then we'll get to our last topic. Jonathan says, love the stream, but if we get Hojlund for 80 million, how many goals can we realistically expect from him? I think that's the point. We have no idea. I don't think there's any expectations on him. Yeah, he's got 10 last season, didn't he? WJ Barrett says, Pickford incoming. Did you see his kick to Saka? Pickford incoming.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Pickford coming in, yeah. It's when he said he's had no communication from Man United, I thought very good. They They better not. Like, if you're gonna see me, if you want to see me turn heel, yeah, let's sign Pickford. I will come on the show so depressed, and you know me, I haven't been depressed for like 2 days in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd make a week. I'd easily make a week, easily, and that's hard for me, right? I'll be furious. Nah.
Before we get
I'm
the
doing more.
we get the KG. Fuck's sake, man.
No. They'd hate me. They wouldn't believe this is. They say, but this guy was telling us at the beginning of the transfer window, don't worry, the deal's gonna go through. I'd be like, I don't think the Qatar deals. No, I'll be saying some crazy stuff. Sheikh not coming. Our Tan's
Yeah.
coming, guys.
Our Taz Pickford said, I can't fix this. I can't fix this. I haven't got enough money. Jason says should be Ramos. He's a 1 goal and 2 appearances striker. So some feelings that should be Gonzalo Ramos. Finally, this morning,
yes,
I know so many people have been asking about Rabiot. People have been saying, "What's going on with Rabiot?" It's been a hot topic. KG. We've been getting letters saying, "What's going on with Rabiot?" And I go, how did you get this address? Nevertheless, Fabrizio Romano has said that Juventus is still trying to keep Adrien Rabiot, as a new deal has been discussed with the French midfielder. Not easy to compete with Premier League proposals to join as a free agent, but Juventus will insist until the end. Rabiot's answer is expected in the next days. So, I mean, I don't even think Rabiot is someone that we want, right? But at the same time, could we still even miss out on him by him staying at Juventus? What are your thoughts on that?
Man. This window's not easy, fam.
I told you. You start off positive with me, going,
come on. Again, not even getting some thingies, not even getting a free agent. Yeah, do you know how crazy that is? If we miss out on if we miss out on a free agent, yeah, what's going on? Again, that's the one I think. Come on, that's what the managers requested. I know you haven't sold the club yet, but are you not taking a piss? You know,
this could be the situation whereby they say, look, we need a top class goalkeeper. We can only afford to get a really good goalkeeper, first choice goalkeeper, a striker, not even really that top striker we were looking for, and a free agent midfielder. And that could be on the plate, and we miss it out, and we go, because let's not rule out being priced out of a Mason Mount move, because that could happen.
You know, there's a kid that I was watching, Kalidou Kone, plays for Gladbach. He's all right. Go check him out. He's all right. I've been talking
to the scout. You've been talking to the scout.
Yeah, man, he's all right. Like, young as well. Like, again, like, I think there's still better than Mount, in my opinion. Like, I would like to go another way for it, you know what I mean, and just bring in see, there you go. He's fantastic. He's a good player. We're not no Taiwo. I like him, but he's getting Liverpool apparently. KG, shit. There you go. And you know, Liverpool, they know what they're doing in the market, bro. He's decent. That's the kind of player, like, before anyone really kind of works him out or knows what's going on, that's a little bit of a gem of a talent there, you know, and it'll be good for us. Man United it's just typical United. It is typical United. And that's why all I can do is have faith in the kids that we have at the moment. Like, and I pray, because I've given Mount such a hard time and he's not even here yet. I praise all that Erik Ten Hag thinks he is. I honestly do. I hope he's the guy that we can, you know, like, it's gonna revolutionize our midfield. I really do. That's all I've got, is just a hope and a prayer, because it's terrible. Rabiot, if he stays, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I got up for it because my manager is another one that my manager really wanted. Yeah, he played quite decently in the World Cup as well. Showed a bit of bite. So I didn't mind that signing. But it's like, again, if you miss out on Rabiot, do you cry about it?
No, you don't. You don't. I just think it's, you know, Rabiot is a hangover of last year, isn't he? Where John Murto was in Italy, he was in Turin, he was at the airport, nothing happened. Nothing happened. This guy last year, he flew to Italy and Spain, just didn't get any of those deals done. And don't even say, oh no, because it was Spain, he could have got the Casemiro done. We all know that was done over Zoom. We all heard that, you know. And even he could have walked away from that. Casemiro picked up the phone, went, I'll fix this. After
Yeah,
Brentford.
he didn't. He probably, when Casemiro called him, was like, hello, who's this?
Yeah, him going, I just want to let you know that I'm going to fix this. I'm still going to come. Oh, I forgot we were signing Casemiro. I've got to check with accounts. We still got the money. We do.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Well, no, honestly, believe in what we do have. It's going to be a crazy summer, man. This is typical Man United. You know, it's like when we complain about the weather in the UK, bro, we know what this is the weather that we have. You know, like, you know, you think complaining and moaning and bitching about things, it's not going to change things, bro. You're just going to make yourself more upset. All you got to do is just sit tight, wait and be positive. And that's all we can do right now. Sit tight, bro. We know, are we bad at deals? Absolutely. Do we get mugged off in the transfer market? Absolutely. Do we do players come to Man United? Do we sign big players, get really excited and they flop? Absolutely. So now we just got to say to ourselves, hey, listen, let someone come in and take us by surprise. You know what I mean? Like, whoever's going to come in and like our manager, but do we have a good manager? Absolutely, guys. You know what I mean? And he has made these guys better. That's that thing we can't deny. Now, when it starts to get into hopium is when you start hoping that maybe this could be the season for Donny van der Beek. When you get there, you've gone too far. I'm not at that point yet.
Disgusting!
Donny.
I haven't said it. When people get into that, but when you start to get to that level of finding the positives and you think maybe Donny could give us something, that's when you're too far gone. So I was just trying to give people the barometer of where you want to be on the positivity thing.
Wow. Anyway, let's get to the super chats, and then we'll wrap it up. WJ Barrett, easy for me to say, just with a load of laughter emojis. Sashiv says, KG run the hate along tune. I don't even know if KG's got the hate along tune on his.
Of course I got it, bro. Roddy, wasn't that yeah? I don't even know that. Ulan. Oh, darn, KG, you're a loser, man. Yeah, I don't have it. Oh. Yo, I'm gonna be a hater. Can't play it all still, just in case. It's a big channel.
KG didn't really do the full copyright checks.
Yeah. On this channel, there's someone else has money.
Yeah. Iron Lung with the contribution. This is their first one, so appreciate that. Lil Yo-Yo says KG heel turn 5 hours at the Tesco bakery aisle. I mean,
oh my god.
Nur says Manu Kone, which is what KG was talking about.
Yeah.
Ahmad says KG Mount is elite at counter pressing. Exactly what we need.
All right. I hope he is.
WJ Barrett says, just for clarity, hate Pickford 2, Altans is coming. No depression at KG, Rasmus, Mount, and Rihanna coming. Nana. All right, I get it. Yeah, and maybe one more. Have faith. DONF says, I say we don't have the capacity.
So we don't have the capacity. Oh, that's what it is.
So we don't have the capacity.
It's the sniffles.
Is their fever? They're asking, is there fever today? Flex ruined it.
No, there's no FIFA today. We are very light here at UV today. There is no Fleck and there is no Josh. So therefore, there is no FIFA.
That sucks though. I was really disappointed. I was disappointed.
I mean, you could maybe, you could maybe do it on your own channel,
I know, but it's just not the same. Like when me and Flex are arguing, like, yeah, man. I love Tuesdays. Tuesday is fever day.
Tuesday is KG's day. Comes to UVHQ. He plays FIFA. He does Flex and KG show.
I get some soup.
Yeah, we go get lunch.
Josh is a chief, Josh doesn't know when he was coming back. That's the only guy that's like
He didn't know when
usually
he was coming back or even going out. He didn't know when he was flying out as well.
It's ridiculous. His obviously his stories are fun, but it's ridiculous, bro. KG versus Minna at the studio. That's what we should have done. Well, no, there's no Josh. How are we gonna do it?
No Josh, yeah. He's ruined it. He's ruined everything. Anyway, guys, look, be sure to smash a like on the like button on the way out. I can actually see in the top right-hand corner, we're only 7 subscribers away from 142,900. So we're actually 107 subscribers away from 143,000. Now, I'm not saying we're going to get the full 107, but we can get 7 on the way out. So if you haven't already, subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, and we'll be back very soon, but with no FIFA, unfortunately, because Josh and Flex are a disgrace. We're out of here.
Yeah, Josh is a true disgrace. Peace.